Yo, mic check 1, 2. This is the Take the Nerd Out show. I'm John Marco. I'm here with
Shimmer.
And we make up two halves of the greatest podcast in the world.
Let's go.
And we are not in our usual setup, as you guys can see. We are both remote. Where are you at, Shimmer?
I'm in Maryland. Shout out to the East Coast. That's where I'm from. So I'm back in my home studio.
Back in the DMV, Logic is just gonna like come out through the back with Wale, just doing some go-go music.
I wish.
I'm here in New York. I'm also in my hometown. Not in my hometown house. I'm actually at my girlfriend's house. So I don't have the best setup right now.
Yeah, where are the anime posters, bro?
I know, man. Like my girlfriend was like, "Oh, is there anything like we can do to make it better?" I'm just like, I don't have any of my lights. I don't have any of my key lights. Like, I don't have anything here. All I have is like my microphone. So it is what it is. So we just wanted to be consistent with it. So bear with us as we kind of figure out how to do this remotely for the first time. Have you ever done like a remote podcast?
Yeah, I feel like I've done a bunch, honestly. But obviously I prefer in person. I think like the vibes you get in person are much better.
It's night and day. It's absolutely night and day. But yeah, we'll continue as just like normal. So as we usually start it, what are you nerdy about this week?
Dude, this week I'm nerdy about a lot of stuff. First of all, we got Spiderman Brand New Day that came out.
We haven't even talked about it yet together. I just realized
we haven't talked about it at all. Maybe like a few texts here and there, and then I think we both made videos.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then I also went to an anime convention. That's the reason I'm here, actually, is because there was an anime convention, and I gave it an excuse to be like, oh, I can like come back to my hometown.
Yeah.
So we had Otakon, so that was awesome, and then just a few shows and played a few games that we'll talk about, like House of the Dragon, Chainsmoker Cat. I played a lot of Hades 2.
Yeah.
And those are some updates that I had. How about you? What are you nerding about this week?
Honestly, I guess some of the same stuff. Like, I'm definitely still on a high from like Spider-Man. I want to see it again. And same. I normally don't watch movies twice, which is funny because I watch shows more than once.
Yeah. You watched Odyssey twice, didn't you?
I watched the Odyssey twice, but that was like an extenuating circumstance. It was just like I saw it on my own, mainly because I'm like, I need to watch this so we can talk about it on the pod.
Yeah.
But I already had tickets to see it with my girlfriend, so I wasn't gonna like bail on her. She almost like was like, oh, we don't need to watch it again. Like, we'll just watch it when we get back from New York. I'm like, no, babe, like you need to watch this movie. And
you're about to cancel your ticket. You're like, no.
No. I'm like, and honestly, I enjoyed it. Like, as much as like the Odyssey is like getting a lot of hate, which like I just don't understand. I think it's just because of the hype train behind it and like the marketing campaign. But yeah, I'm definitely nerding about Spider-Man, man. Like, I think we both made a video and it was funny because like we both had a very similar take about just like Tom Holland being like the guy, man. Like, I'm pretty sure that's the sentiment that you were also echoing, right? Like, can we finally say it? Is it okay to say that Spider-Man or that Tom Holland is the best Spider-Man?
I think so, but also we gotta keep in mind he's had way more movies. He's had way more time, so like it's kind of obvious.
Yeah.
But you know, nostalgia is still into play, so I think a lot of people still prefer one or like either other Spider-Man, and I think that's fine, to be honest. Like, everyone just did such an amazing job at their roles that like if someone was like, oh no, Andrew's my favorite Spider-Man or Toby's my favorite Spider-Man, I'd be like, you know what, valid.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's all valid. Like, I respect any of the opinions, but I was watching, I think it was Danny Mata. Do you know Danny Mata?
Yeah.
He was making a video and he was like, I was at some type of premiere, right? And there was a bunch of like content creators there, as there usually are with most premieres. And he was like, a lot of people were like, oh, this might be my favorite Spider-Man movie of all time, but I'm not going to go out and publicly say it's better than Spider-Man 2, specifically Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man 2. And it's just like, I've really been thinking about like, just like groupthink. Like, if it's genuinely your favorite, I can respect it. But I feel like there's like these like truths that we like tell each other in the nerd community that like you're not allowed to like go against. And that's like kind of like bothering me, honestly. I'm just like, why do people feel like there's a right answer? You know? Like, if whatever your favorite is your favorite, but like, I don't know, do you ever get that?
Yeah, but at the same time, like especially I've been asking people like at this anime convention, like what the best Spider-Man is, and like, you know, I'm doing the gauntlet with them.
Yeah.
And so people are ranking their Spider-Man, and dude, every single comment is completely different. They're like, we all know TASM 2 is the best Spider-Man. And then someone's like, we all know that Spider-Man 3 is the best Spider-Man. We're like, what the heck? Okay, that's one opinion that's not true.
Yeah, those are like the two most hated, right?
Yeah. But no, TASM 2 has like a cult fan base, but I think
but publicly or like critic wise, it was like critically not received well.
Not received well. But yeah, like there's just so many groups that have different opinions that at this point I'm like, all right, I don't know what the true honest opinion is. I have my own opinions and I'm just going to speak them. But yeah, I don't think there's supposed to be that, like, you know, true honest answer. There is that true honest answer, you know, like in the nerd space, like, oh, we're not supposed to go against this. We're not supposed, like, I put No Way Home over Across the Spider-Verse. Like, I picked 5 Spider-Man movies, right, to keep, and I kept Into the Spider-Verse because I prefer Into the Spider-Verse.
That's the first one.
That's the first one. Yeah, I love like a good origin story, you know, and
that's
like
soundtrack too.
Yeah, and so I picked 5 movies that were different, you know, like 5 Spider-Man movies that were different. Into and Across are like very similar kind of movies, right? So I'm like, okay, if I'm gonna remove one, I'll remove Across. And I love the idea of No Way Home. And someone messaged me, they were like, oh, picking No Way Home over Across the Spider-Verse is a choice. And I'm like, I'm not saying No Way Home is better than Across the Spider-Verse. We all know it's like not written better. But the thing is, like, for me, that was a hype moment. And so if I wanted to keep a movie, it would be like, you know, No Way Home over Across the Spider-Verse.
But it's like, if it's better to you, it's better, you know?
Exactly.
It's like, fuck that. Like, I don't know. It like, I think that's what I love about doing con interviews is like you get a vibe of like what people actually think that aren't like chronically online. But, you know, to the thing that like Danny was saying, like these are like content creators, right? So these are people who are all chronically online. And like when we post these interviews, like I don't know about you, like when I post certain interviews, like I think it's like, oh yeah, like they just really like this one thing. But like it triggers so many people to like this one thing, and like it only exists in the online like realm, right? And it's just like it's only a certain sect of people that like really feel like there's a right or wrong when it comes to a fucking opinion.
Yeah.
But it's only the people who are the loud minority, probably even online, because, you know, the people who comment on videos are usually like those people who kind of fall into that category. But I always like look at like likes and comments. Like, I mean, our Odyssey video got more comments than like. but most times I feel like, you know, you'll get like, let's say a few hundred like really hate comments, but then the video has like 10,000 likes.
Yeah.
So it's like you only hear from the like those fucking negative Nancys.
Yeah. No, it's crazy, especially like doing this podcast and doing more commentary videos. Like getting my own opinion out there and just seeing like how I feel. Yeah. Everyone just like hating.
Yeah. Sorry, baby. Sabrina. I don't know if she can hear me. My cats are like getting into my mother-in-law's like candy drawers.
Oh, dang.
My cats are like really fucking bad, bro. Like I don't know about
really?
I know you have a cat at your house, right?
Yeah.
Just one?
Yeah, just one.
Mine is so bad, bro. Or
really? What?
They're always on our counters. They're always on the counters. They just like they have no boundaries and they don't listen. And then like I'll spray them a million times. I'm like, I might have to start beating these cats, bro, because they don't listen. Like they're in the sink right now.
Like, are they mischievous or are they just like they just don't care?
They're just hungry. They're all they think about is food, because like I got like these rescue cats that come from like a hoarder situation. So they like assume every meal is their last meal.
Oh shit.
So dude, the first day, sorry to go on this tangent, but like the first day that we got them, we had the food in like a cabinet, and like we woke up in the middle of the night because we heard like noise, and we just see like Willow just like eating like all of the treats like in a top cabinet that we would have never thought that they can get into.
Damn.
So like we have to like cat proof the house. But Um, sorry, I'm sorry. I'll be right back.
No, you're good. You're good.
Get out of here.
All right, I don't know if he's gonna keep this in, but John is definitely dealing with some cat issues. I've had my fair share of cat issues, I'd say. Probably not as bad as his, but my cat is very sweet until, she's very friendly cat. I don't know if you guys want to hear cat talk, but
they're cut off.
Okay.
So that's also been another thing, just like exposing them to certain parts of the house. We've been keeping them in one room.
Yeah.
But
I was talking to the audience about cats, so I don't know if you're gonna keep it in, but
nah, I mean, we're uploading this as it is. It is what it is.
So hopefully I entertain them with cat talk, and you as well.
So anyways, they're locked up, so they won't be a problem hopefully anymore.
Should we? Yeah. Were you going on something, or should we just start talking about Spider-Man? Giving our scores.
I was just kind of ranting about like people feeling like there's a right and wrong answer when it comes to a fucking opinion.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's get into actual Spider-Man talk.
All right, Spider-Man Brand New Day. We've watched it. Should we talk about spoilers, or should we give spoiler free then spoilers?
I think if you're watching this,
you've probably seen it.
You probably have seen it.
Okay, so this is spoiler talk. You have been warned. We're gonna talk about spoilers.
You have been warned.
Should we give our ratings?
Yes, actually. Okay.
All right.
Same time?
Yeah. All right, Spider-Man Brand New Day. What did you think out of 10? 3, 2, 1, 9.
8.5.
Oh, 8.5. Okay.
Yeah. I wanted to go like 9 or 10, but I was like, that feels like too much glaze. I'm like, it was a really good movie. It was a really good movie.
Yeah.
But like, I would maybe go 9. I would make 8.5, 9. I'm on the fence.
Yeah, I think it was like super recency bias when I first recorded my video. I was like 9.5.
Yeah.
I do think it is a little bit lower, and that's just because of like choices. I think writing wise it was phenomenal and stuff like that, but I think for hype wise, it was more emotional than hype, if that makes sense. And I think my biggest flaw with the movie was that the trailer revealed too much. I think it just had all the best hype fights and best cameos in the trailers. And so, yeah.
Speaking of that, the scene that went viral, do you remember that scene where he was standing on like a cop car or something?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Did that not make it into the movie?
Where he falls on the cop car?
No, it was like him standing on a cop car that
the picture, the hype picture you're talking about. Yes, the hype
picture that like went viral months ago. Did that not make it? Because I was looking for that scene.
I don't think that was like supposed to be a scene.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think it was just like a random not paparazzi, but like, set photo that just dropped. Okay.
Because that scene was aura.
Yeah,
that scene was that picture was straight aura.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm hearing though. Like, it's more an emotional movie than like a perfect movie, or like kind of more leaning into the hype. And when I think about it, I'm like, okay, like I guess Scorpion didn't really play like that pivotal, like his presence didn't feel very meaningful to me when I like take a step back and like take my own like bias out of it. I'm like, okay, as a villain, like I thought he was okay. Like, it's not like he didn't do like a Heath Ledger kind of performance or a Green Goblin type of performance. So I'm like, okay, he kind of was like a big villain for the first half of the movie. Speaking of also spoilers, did you see the Steve Lacy spoiler?
Yeah, I saw it afterwards.
Yeah.
I was like, damn. I saw actually a video of Valkyrie who was interviewing on the carpet of the premiere. And so she was talking to Steve Lacy, and then she was talking and she had like her notes. And I saw that video where she was explaining it afterwards. And basically she's interviewing Steve Lacy, which is an artist who made a song in the movie, which was fire song, by the way. Valkyrie like asked him a question, and I think he goes like, oh yeah, or she asked, what's your favorite villain or something like that in the movie, and I think he goes like Jean Grey or something like that, and then she was like, oh, is that a spoiler? And then he's like, nah, she's like a villain, like, and he doubles down, and she kind of knew like it was a spoiler, and she was like, how can I get him out of this? And she was thinking like hopefully he would be like, oh yeah, never mind, I'm thinking of another movie or something like that. But he just
I didn't
doubled
notice
down.
that was Valkyrie. Good for her.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. They definitely knew what they were doing with the marketing.
Yeah.
I don't know if you had other points about the Steve Lacy thing.
No, I mean, it just sucks, like, cause
Yeah.
like I'm sure he got like some phone calls.
Yeah,
But
probably.
that was a crazy like thing to do. But also like I don't want to like shift the blame towards anybody, but I'm like, but she posted that video,
Mm,
you know? Like he
dang.
might have
Okay.
given the spoiler,
Yeah.
unless it was like a live stream, which I don't think it was.
It was a live stream.
Oh, it was a live
Yeah.
stream. Okay. Then never mind. Because
Yeah.
I was like, she chose like it in my head. I'm like, if it was a pre-recorded video, it's like they were quick to put that out. So I'm like, it's a little bit of a shared blame. But if it was a live stream, then that's a different scenario.
Yeah.
But did you know that that Sadie Sink was playing Jean Grey?
Yeah, there was some speculation because they showed kind of the telepathy in the trailer. And so people were speculating like a bunch of other things. A lot of people thought like, Jean Grey or something like that because they're hiding her identity.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a part of me that was like, okay, maybe it's like a unknown Spider-Man villain that like I just didn't know that has telepathy. And it could be her.
It was definitely that she was playing a villain.
Yeah, I would say so because we're like, why are they hiding her? You know, or I think they just shouldn't have shown her. But I think, yeah, my biggest flaw with this movie is it's also its greatest success is that they tried to hype up this movie so much that they told everyone kind of all the big hitters. Like you had John Bernthal's Punisher come back. You had Mark Ruffalo's Hulk come back. Scorpion come back. The Hand come back. And then they're like, oh, we're not going to tell you Sadie Sink, but she's coming back because, she's from Stranger Things. Like,
yeah.
So they put everything on the floor, and obviously it made $1 billion because of that. But I think that also kind of hurt the theater experience.
Yeah. There were certain moments where I would have expected the crowd to clap, but I guess everybody knew. I really like didn't do any like deep dives into the movie because I mean, like I had said, Spider-Man, I'm always just locked in. So I'm like, if I can avoid like any talk of like the specifics, I want to try to keep the movie experience as organic as possible. So like a lot of the stuff, like I definitely didn't know. Like I knew she was in it, but I had no idea that she was going to be playing Jean Grey. Because in my head, Sansa plays Jean Grey.
Yeah.
So like I didn't know that like she got replaced.
Yeah.
And I know this is probably from like a different universe. So like they'll probably explain that somehow. But when it was revealed, I'm just like, oh shit, she's Jean Grey. You know who I thought she might have played, which makes no fucking sense, and it's just how little ball I know. I thought she was gonna play Gwen Stacy.
Okay.
I was like, maybe they're gonna make her blonde, and because I'm just thinking of like white girls in the Spider-Man verse.
Yeah.
You know, and like Gwen Stacy was on my mind from Across the Spider-Verse. So I was just like, oh okay, like I think maybe she'll play Gwen Stacy. I don't know.
I was thinking she was gonna play like a comic accurate MJ. Like,
yeah.
I mean, we have 2 MJs in there.
That could have been cool if they did like a multiverse like type of thing. I had no idea, like even to the point where and there's so much that we have to get into about this movie, so we're kind of like jumping all over the place, but the scene where Zendaya tells Tom that she doesn't love him.
Oh yeah, that was such a good scene.
Well, actually no, wait, I'm jumping ahead. The scene where he thinks that she's telling him that she remembers.
Oh yeah,
but it's actually Sadie Sink controlling her mind. I thought that the villain was a guy. So I remember when it happened, I looked to Sabrina, I was just like, hey yo. But then I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, regardless, it would have been fine.
You're
but
like,
I'm
pause.
I'm just like, hey, he's really going for it. Like this villain guy.
He really likes Tom Holland.
Like, oh, this is my chance. I can finally kiss this guy. Oh my god. But dude, I for me, like, I think this might be my favorite, and I already know this about myself. Like, I'm a recency bias king. Like, whatever is like the greatest thing ever is probably, and that's probably why I'm so high on One Piece, because it's just like it's happening right now. So like, I'll look back on Dragon Ball and be like, yeah, Dragon Ball is good, but like, it has so many plot holes, and like I look at it with a less like tinted view. But specifically with the Spider-Man movie, like I'm still on the high, man. I think this might be my favorite one ever.
Oh wow, okay, yeah, I think definitely top 5 for me.
What is your top 5?
Dude, this is so hard.
Let me ask it again, just in case we cut it. What are your top 5 Spider-Man movies?
In no particular order, definitely Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man No Way Home, and I'm not counting the Across the or actually I'll count it, Into the Spider-Verse. I'll go Spider-Man 1, and then I think I'll go this one
as 5.
That's
like
5.
You were going in order. Okay.
Yeah, no particular order.
Oh, okay. No particular order. No particular order.
Yeah.
If you had to pick a singular favorite, though, maybe the other, we'll leave those around, wherever they fall. But if you had to pick a specific one.
Oh, one definitive Spider-Man movie? I mean, I think it has to be Spider-Man 2 for me.
Okay.
It is like kind of basic, but also kind of not basic anymore, depending on who you ask.
Yeah.
But yeah, Spider-Man 2, I think that, like, I grew up with Tobey Maguire and stuff like that, and that movie, it gets better over time. And the reason, I think, is like he loves being Peter Parker in that one. Like he finally loses his powers and he's like, oh my gosh, I get to like visit my girlfriend. I get to like, just experience life. And then you realize like he still wants to help people as Peter Parker with no powers. And then he's like, I have a responsibility to the city.
Yeah.
And
with great power comes great responsibility.
Exactly. And he really learns that. And he's like, you don't need power to have great responsibility in that movie. So I don't know. It's just so deep. And it relates to like the everyday man, I think, even to this day.
Yeah. It's been so long since I've seen those movies. Like, I feel like the first one I saw a lot, and probably the third one. The third one is with Doc Ock, right?
No, that's the second one.
Oh, that is the second one. Okay.
Yeah.
The second one was with Doc Ock. Okay, yeah. So
third
that
one was Venom.
So he spends a lot of time under Doc Ock's tutelage. So like, I guess that makes sense. Like what you mean, like him kind of like leaning more into just like being Peter.
Yeah.
One thing that like stood out to me, I'm just like, Spider-Man in this one is in the new one, in Brand New Day. I guess I was sleeping on it. This motherfucker's a genius.
Like, oh yeah. He's a tech genius.
Yeah, which I guess it just like glossed over me, but like I was having more conversations because at DreamCon I also did a bunch of like Spider-Man like content videos. Like I was kind of comparing the 3 Spider-Men, like who played the best one, which I actually have one of those videos coming out today. But I remember a lot of people talking about how he's the smartest one. Would you say that Tom Holland's rendition is the smartest version? Or do you think it's Tobey because he also kind of,
I think Tobey's the dumbest, to be honest.
Okay.
But that's not Tobey's fault. I think that's just like they didn't include that in the script as much.
Yeah.
Andrew Garfield's probably.
I guess Tobey, he was just trying to get into like college.
Yeah, he's trying to get into college.
Yeah.
I think he's like helped, Doc Ock with some stuff like, oh, maybe you should try this and stuff like that. But he never really did anything super sciencey. Andrew Garfield's, I think, might be one step ahead in terms of what he had because he built everything from scratch. I think Tom Holland learned from Tony Stark, maybe had some tech here and there, or maybe built everything from the ground up. But you really see like how Andrew Garfield uses his webs. There's one moment where he wanted to find the lizard, and he put his webs in each direction, and then once he heard a vibration, then he was like, oh, that's the direction that lizards and stuff, and he made his own web thing, which so did Tom Holland. But I feel like in today's technology it's easier to be that smart than when you're in Andrew Garfield's era. You didn't really have AI helping you and stuff like that. So.
You're saying Tom Holland got ChatGPT?
Yeah, he got ChatGPT. He's still a genius, don't get me wrong. But, I do think Andrew Garfield is the smartest.
Well, speaking of their scientific achievements, People are saying that Tom Holland basically just created basically a device that's going to suppress like mutants, like, and that's going to play a big role. I mean, obviously they're not saying, but he did, but they're saying that that's actually going to play a huge role in like Doomsday and maybe even Battle World.
Yeah, I mean, that's honestly crazy, and that I feel like not enough people are talking about that. And I hope they go that route, because that'll be an interesting take, because he will kind of be like the new Tony Stark when he like created Ultron. Like, you know, Tony Stark created like a lot of these villains. You know, he created Mysterio, he created Vulture, basically. So I think now we're gonna see Peter like kind of create these villains and see what, through his technology, that what he does. So yeah, I don't know. That's crazy.
I'm excited if they do go that route, because that's what I think I've always loved about the X-Men storyline, is the parallel of just like racism, you know?
Yeah.
Like I love that, I mean, I don't love that for them, but I love that that's a central theme that they always kind of like tack on, like just like society and their outlook on mutants. So if they have a way to like suppress mutants, like I already know Magneto's not gonna like that, and he's gonna have a big problem, and that's gonna make him like wild out. If he plays a big role in Doomsday, which I'm assuming he will.
Yeah.
Go
Let
ahead.
me ask you this: a lot of people had a problem with Sadie Sink's age as Jean Grey. They were like, "Oh, why is she so young?" and stuff like that. What did you think of that?
Like she was too young to play Jean Grey?
Yeah, they're like, "Oh, she's super young. She's supposed to be older," stuff like that.
How old is she supposed to be in the comics?
So in the comics, she's like older than Spider-Man, but relatively, like she joins the Institute at like a teenage age. So she hasn't joined the Institute yet. So
Gotcha.
that's my explanation for people when they like are like, "Oh, why is she that young?" and whatnot. And I'm like, "Oh, well, they're just like restarting it and stuff."
I mean, I think she's a great actor. So it's just like, I think people get too hung up on like continuity, because the MCU, I'm sure, has taken thousands of liberties on like what they've changed from the comics. It's not like one for one, or these movies would not be like, there would not be a reason to go see these movies unless like, I mean, that's not true, because I guess with anime and manga, it's usually like one for one, but I just don't think that's the expectation in the comic book world. Like, I think these are artistic interpretations of like what we've seen in comic books, and they take elements of a bunch of different comics. So I don't understand why. I think it just goes back to like, I think people are like super anal about casting. So I feel like that's one thing. It's just like they want the perfect casting, and I'm like, well, obviously she's having a great, like she's an up and coming star. Like she was a fan favorite in Stranger Things. So it just makes sense. They're trying to sell tickets. It's a product at the end of,
you see where it says like V Max. We're like, Max running up the hill.
There was a scene where in the movie where she was running in slow motion, and I was just like, is this supposed to be a Stranger Things reference? Because it was literally a 1-for-1 of that scene where Max is like running in slow motion, like the same exact like shot in slow motion. I'm just like, they need to play the fucking song. Like if they played the fucking song, it'd be lit. But I like her casting, honestly. I think a lot of the actors from Stranger Things are like amazing. Like I love Rockin' Robin. I love Max. What's Luke? Is that his name? The black kid?
Yeah.
I love him.
I don't know his real name, but
Finn. No, Finn is the white guy. The main Mike.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have a problem with it, but I don't read the comics, so I don't really have a leg in that race.
Yeah. A lot of people I knew, like in person, they actually thought the Spider-Man Brand New Day movie was mid.
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, what?
Who are these people? Let's dox them.
But honestly, I do understand them, because they're more like hype watchers. This is like an emotional movie, right? So if, like Alpha Dude Bros, they're gonna be like, what is this? Like, why is he crying and stuff like that. And which I can understand, like, you know, for certain, you know, going into these superhero movies, we're used to seeing those like hype fights and all that stuff, which this movie had plenty of hype fights, by the way.
I thought so.
Yeah, I thought so too. That the fight with the hand, the fight with Hulk, you know, Scorpion was a little short-lived, but you know, that was still hype. Many hype moments in this, but I think the main theme of this was like emotional, and it was an emotional story.
Yeah, so I always lean towards emotion. Like, people always talk about One Piece not having like the best fights, and I agree. Like, I think Naruto has way better fights. Like, the fight choreography is way better. But I'm an emotional guy. Like, if I had to pick some of my top 3 favorite parts of the film, like, I loved when the Punisher was like, "You think I'm alone because I want to be alone?" Like, I had my whole fucking family killed, and I never even seen the Punisher, but I know like his storyline, and I'm just like, oh, that's hard. Like, that's such a profound scene that like snapped Peter into like, oh, I'm bullshitting. Like, I'm on bullshit, and like I'm running away from like all the things that I love, and I'm being a coward. Not that he's cowardly, but in that moment he was acting out of fear of like hurting the ones that he loves. But he realized, he's like, well, they're going to be attacked anyways, because they know, like, my villains know what they mean to me. So it's actually better if I embrace them. So like, I'm never like, oh yeah, the fight was my favorite part. Like, the emotional moments are always kind of what draw me. So I get that take. I don't think it's a wrong take, but this was a movie made for somebody like me.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think like the emotional aspects is what makes this movie better over the long run. I think that's why Spider-Man 2 is considered one of the best, because it did have those emotional moments, and it did have those hype moments as well, like the train scene, super hype, right?
Yeah.
But the end of that is emotional, and we've talked about it on this show. But you know, like, it's a mix of both, right? And I think the moments here, it's like separated. Like, it'll be super emotional, then we'll have hype, then super emotional, then hype. So I think that's just the difference with this movie. But yeah, no, I thought it was like that Punisher moment. Like, some people really said like, why is the Punisher in this? Like, and I was like, all right, first of all, people complain when, you know, like New York is being attacked and you're asking like, oh, where's the superhero? Where's that superhero?
Yeah.
Punisher is that first superhero where he's like, oh, the city's being attacked. Let me go out and like, you know, help and stuff. And if you've seen the last Punisher special, that's kind of where his character is at right now, is like before he was like isolated and stuff like that, and he had to hide because, you know, he's like a vigilante criminal, quote unquote, but he's like, screw it, I'm just gonna like help the city, whoever needs help and whatnot. So he's there like helping the city and, you know, seeing what he can do. Obviously he's like killing people, but I think that moment was beautiful with him and Peter, where he's like, oh, your people are alive and you're hiding behind a mask? Like, what's wrong with you, bro?
Yeah.
And so that's what I liked about each character in this movie, is like, it's a reflection of him, you know? Like, Punisher is like the isolated, if he went too much into that isolation and ignored his friends. Hulk is like the version of him if he like let loose of his like stress and all that stuff. Yeah. Sadie Sink is another, Jean Grey is a reflection of him, where he cuts everyone off and like just fully dives into Spider-Man as well. So,
and not being able to handle her powers also.
Exactly. So
I love all, like, I mean, I don't really know where they're coming from. I respect it, but I think, yeah, those parallels like definitely like made so much sense to me, and like I thought it made the movie better for sure. Like, yeah, exactly. Like with the Hulk, like there's just so many parallels. And also, like, one thing you have to consider, like, I just watched the Hot Ones interview with Tom Holland and John Bernthal. I don't know if you saw it.
Haven't seen it.
So Tom Holland was the first ever one to ever barf at the end of the interview. So I don't know if you saw that. But it was great. But one thing that you see is that these guys are genuine friends. They worked on a film together like 10 years ago. And they tell like all these like crazy, like not crazy, but like funny stories of just like them like getting to know each other like early into their acting careers. but at very different ages. At the time, I think I don't even know the name of the movie, but Tom Holland was just like 18, or like 10 or 20 years old. Now he's like 30. John Bernthal maybe was like 30. Now he's 40. Or in his 40s. I don't know the exact age for John Bernthal, but I know Tom was like 20 to 30. But these guys are like real friends. They tell a really funny story of in that movie, John Bernthal, he was playing a mute, so he wanted to method act. So we went like about a week or two without like speaking, and then one night they were at dinner, and he was trying to get lemon on his salmon, but the waitress thought that he wanted lemon for his water, and he like broke character, and he's like, "All right, I'm fucking talking, man. I'm tired of this shit. I want some fucking lemon." So like they have like this rapport with each other, which I think like jumped off the screen, especially like, you know, you have this guy that Tom, I think, views as like somewhat of a mentor, and then you got his wife. So like I loved, like, I think like that just makes the movie better. I think like people have more fun on set. Like I've worked on set, obviously nothing to the extent of a Marvel movie, but like if you can be on set with your friends, like that's like the best case scenario. You know, Adam Sandler is still making movies like with his friends. So it's like people have to realize that these are people at the end of the day. So if you can work with people you like, and they also were working on the Odyssey, you know, this year, I think it just makes all the sense. And I think it makes sense narratively. So I loved it. And to your point earlier, sorry if I'm rambling, I kind of like that we knew the cameos going in, because I was afraid it was going to be like a cameo fest. Like, I feel like that's what a lot of Marvel movies have become. Yeah. So like, since they kind of got that out the way, it kind of just felt like a more contained story, you know?
Gotcha. Yeah, I think for me, like, the first trailer was like perfect, because I remember I was talking to Impound, and I was like, he was like, "Oh, it's cool that Mark Ruffalo's in there. I hope we get Hulk." And so I just remember that moment where I'm like, "Oh, we didn't know that if he was going to transform into the Hulk or not." So, and I know Hulk is such a big marketer for this movie, so I'm like, either keep one of them hidden, like Punisher, but I know Punisher is a huge main part of the story. So I'm like, okay, either keep Punisher hidden or keep Hulk hidden. Like, that would have been just so cool in the theater experience. That's all.
Yeah.
Because I know in No Way Home, when Daredevil showed up, he's like, you know, the lawyer, towards the beginning, people were like super hype about that because no one was expecting that. And so I'm like, oh, that's sick. I mean, we did get Yelena from the Thunderbolts, but I don't think that was like a hype cameo. That was just more of like a funny cameo.
I feel like we need to make a segment of like this week and how people hate women. People have been dragging the small potato stuff, bro. People are dragging the small potato stuff, and I'm just like, why is this so triggering? Did it annoy you in the theater, or did you think it was funny?
Are people dragging it because they think like her talking about that is dumb, or like what?
They think it was just like so dumb and like factually untrue that it was just such a heinous and offensive thing to say to their precious boyfriend Spider-Man. Like, how can you offend my beautiful chiseled Spider-Man and talk to him like he's some type of small fry when all you did in Thunderbolts was pick up a big rock? That's the sentiment. They're really triggered. The streets are triggered.
No, I honestly thought it was a good metaphor to explain why the Avengers aren't helping in this scenario.
Yeah.
Because all this is supposed to be street level, and if you think about it, Jean Grey only, like, you know, stopped everyone in a mile radius. Yeah. So it's not like entirely New York. It's all that, and we always have that question, like, where is freaking Thor? Where is Iron Man during all this? Where is you know, et cetera, et cetera. And so we had all the street level people kind of come, or we only had Punisher, but like, you know, she is just basically saying like, oh, I mean, we can help you on the back end, but we got to deal with big stuff. And like, they got Doomsday coming out, so obviously they're preparing for like bigger stuff. So
do they know that that's on the precipice?
I'm not sure exactly. I forgot totally. But they probably have, you know, big stuff going on. At least there's an explanation of like where they are. You know, it's not like we're not thinking, oh, are they gone? Where are they? Like, you know?
Yeah. I just thought it was funny. Like, I don't know. Like, I think also, like, people just, we all got to pay our bills, and people are making content, and like it's like something that is going to hit to like call it out. But I saw at least like 7 creators like talk about it, and the absolute like vitriol like in their voice. I'm just like, why are you guys so mad? I don't understand it. I thought it was funny, man. And I also like Florence Pugh as Black Widow.
Dude, she's like so hot with the accent and everything. I'm like, oh my God, bro.
No, I mean, she does her thing. She does her thing.
I would jump in that pool. Like, I've been seeing so many memes of that.
He was playing. He was just like, I don't want to go in the pool. I'm just like, bro, like,
bro,
you
go
ever
in,
see,
bro.
You ever see the memes where it's like, pass the controller if you want to play? I think she's great. I mean, it's offensive to say because of how much Scarlett Johansson gave us, like how many movies, but is Florence Pugh a better Black Widow?
I don't think I think she's better in the terms of we actually got more depth from her.
Yeah.
Like, she's a broken version of Black Widow. And so I think that makes her more interesting. Like, Black Widow, Scarlett Johansson had to be her version because of everything she faced. She's the older sister. She has to be perfect. It's like a perfect representation, right? Like, usually the younger sibling is like in a broken family, is probably more, has gone through stuff. So it's like, oh, I have more leeway to like, fuck around and like, be in my messed up zone. But Scarlett Johansson was like, yo, I'm the oldest sibling. I have to like be put together. I have to, even though deep down she's probably broken, but she has to keep this facade, and she has to like make it out for her family and stuff like that. And we did get like an entire movie on the backstory of all of them, but
I never saw it. I mean, I'm over here defending women. I don't show up. I don't actually show up when it comes down to it.
I mean, I don't think you have to watch it, but it just does show like Yelena's backstory, and it does show Red Guardian's backstory, which is her father, quote unquote. But yeah, no, I think if you like the more broken sort of character, definitely Yelena is a better character. But I do think Scarlett Johansson and Black Widow in that is like a good representation of what an older sibling would be and what a younger sibling would be.
Yeah. I definitely agree. I also don't have as much context because I didn't see the movie, like I said. I also feel like we're in a different era where they also allow a little bit more space for that, where I feel like sometimes Scarlett Johansson was kind of reduced to like just being the hot girl on the team. Because, it was 2008 when, or I don't know when the first Avengers came out, but
it was I think she first appeared in Iron Man, which was like 2008.
Yeah. That was to me like kind of how I took her character, as like a little bit more on the casual side. I'm just like, oh, she's the eye candy that's kind of supposed to help sell the movie, because it's like everybody's like, oh, that tight black like jumpsuit, it's Scarlett Johansson. But I feel like there's a little bit more room for Elena and Florence Pugh to have a sense of humor, which I really appreciate. There was a point that I was gonna get to, but I mean, there's still so much more to talk about the movie. How'd you feel when Peter got shot?
I was like, oh, cool. Like, I know he was gonna recover.
You did?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's like Peter Parker. I don't know how quickly, but it was cool that Jean Grey helped him like recover. Used her powers and stuff to help him recover. And I love the hospital scene, especially when Punisher puts on the mask and then he comes out.
Yeah,
and then
that was cool.
He is like, it's that scene in, I think, Spider-Man 3 where he's like chilling with, the all the people like celebrating Spider-Man. I thought that was really cool, and you really get to see
like when the kid was like,
yeah.
That was a little cheesy, but I liked it.
Yeah. I always love those kid scenes in terms of like how he deals with children and like how much of representation he is towards children, because like I was that kid,
Yeah. There was a kid in the theater dressed up as Spider-Man, or I think it was a girl. She was like literally like cosplaying as Spider-Man, like 10-year-old girl. And I'm just like, oh, like you could be in that crowd. Like this is like, the impact you have on people, the character that Stan Lee created, it it's in the fictional world, but also in the real world.
Yeah, I just thought it was so cute. But there's a major point I wanted to talk about. Isn't this? I don't know if you saw, but there was a Naruto poster.
Yes, I did see. I thought that was hard. That was super hard. I'm like, and was it in Tom's room?
It was in Ned's room.
In Ned's room. That makes sense.
And I just thought about it, and I'm like, wait, this is kind of like a Naruto movie if you think about it. Like,
I felt like this movie was hella anime coded.
Yeah, I mean, dude, talk no jutsu at the end, like,
yeah, 100%.
It was a 100%. Talk no jutsu. I mean, he plays that Naruto, like he was alone, but he has like all these friends.
Yeah.
So
it was like him on the couch, like scrolling on Instagram. Watching Ned live his life is the equivalent of Naruto on the swing.
100%.
Yeah.
So I definitely do like feel like there's a parallels that like no one's really talking about. People are just talking about, oh, he's like directing the next Naruto live action, or you know,
I didn't even put those together. That's hard.
Yeah. So I don't know if that's why he put the poster, but I definitely like see the resemblance, and also the Naruto creator. I think he said in a little short thing that came out like a week or two prior, he was like, oh, I'm like heavily inspired by Spider-Man. Like, Spider-Man's an awesome character. So I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. And I'm like, dude, two of my favorite like IPs are like all together. This is awesome. But yeah, I did feel like a little bit, it was like a Naruto movie in a sense. And I think a lot of people don't like that because Naruto does a lot of talk no jutsu. And if you guys don't know what talk no jutsu is, it's basically like he fights the final villain, beats him down, and then like he's like, oh, I'm not gonna kill him, I'm gonna like go in some spirit world or like talk to him face to face and be like, you don't have to do this, like you're a good person, and and then usually the villain's like, okay, you're right, or whatever, and then
but he did all that to Pain and then still killed him.
Oh yeah. No, that's true. I mean, like, Pain did way too much and was like, all right.
Yeah, he had to.
Yeah, he had to. And Pain kind of knew it. So.
I'm like, why'd you have to do all that? Try to like find some common ground just to kill him anyways. From what I remember though, I think Pain was just like, yeah, I should die.
Pain was kind of like, yeah, I should like go.
Yeah, like I deserve everything that I have coming to me.
Yeah.
But then they forgave Orochimaru.
Yeah. Invited to the wedding.
You're cool, man. You're cool.
Come to the wedding.
Fuck your Epstein's Island, fucking tunnels. Like, you're good, man. No, but I mean, that's why I liked it, man. I really loved the emotional aspects of the movie. And yeah, I mean, I didn't even think about specifically like Naruto, but that's why I love Naruto as a character, because like the isolation, although like I thought it's kind of funny that he like didn't recognize his own dad, even though his dad had a statue that looked just like
yeah.
But like the idea of like feeling like you're alone in this world and like losing your family, like those are just super like real things that like people in the real world go through. So like seeing like Peter kind of go through his like isolation and like losing everything that like he once like cared for. If anything, he's almost more closer to like Sasuke, in the sense that like Naruto like didn't even know his parents really, like he like came up without knowing it, but Sasuke like had a loving home at one point and then lost it all, like everybody got killed. So like kind of seeing like oh man, those flashbacks got me, bro.
Oh yeah,
like just seeing like Aunt May.
I think he was balancing like I don't want to make the comparison again, but he's like balancing his Naruto-ness and like his Sasuke-ness, but at the same time, it's like that fox inside of him.
Yeah.
But you know, he's kind of like balancing, okay, I got the stress, and then the arachnid genes are like showing up, and then dude, when he's like, she's like, are you Spider-Man or are you Peter Parker? And then he's like, I'm both. And I was like, yo, dude, that was so hype.
So much aura, man. If you had to pick a singular favorite part of the movie, what was your favorite?
Ooh, man.
Or top three, because I don't know if I can pick just one.
Yeah, I think I'm both is definitely one of them. Like where he goes, I'm both, and then fights the hand, and he finally gets like a hold of his powers. Another point is when she finds the letter, and he's like, I love you and stuff like that, and she's like, I don't love you, I don't even know you and stuff like that. And he's like,
sad.
I'm trying to protect you. And so, that's like another aspect for me where I was like, oh, this is so relatable because like I went through a major breakup last year. And so I'm feeling like how he's feeling. I'm like, this is like the first Spider-Man movie where I can kind of relate to Tom Holland Spider-Man. I never was able to relate to him, to be honest.
Yeah.
And so this is the first one where I'm like, oh shit, like, all right, you see like, the person that you've been with for like, through social media and stuff like that, but you can't really interact because you want them to be like safe or you want them to be like happy or whatever. And so that moment I was like, oh my God, that was like so emotional.
So sad. Oh my God. And she was so like heartless about it. Like,
oh yeah.
She's like, dude, like, I don't even know you, bro.
Yeah.
I don't even know you. But you can see that she was kind of falling for him.
Yeah. And I think the other scene was when he sees her kissing her boyfriend, and then he's just like in the rain swinging. Yeah. I thought that was sick.
Oh wait, no, but those weren't together, right? The part where she kisses the guy, that was like at the party.
And then after, isn't he like swinging in the rain?
Oh wait, no, yeah, you're right. I'm thinking of when he was swinging with MJ.
Oh no, I think that was later.
Yeah. Oh my God, I wanted to punch that guy in the face. I never wanted to punch somebody in the face more than that. I'm just like, I looked at my girl and I'm just like, who the fuck is that guy? What the fuck? Like, get off like my boy's girl. Like, and knowing that like they're actually married in real life. So he has to watch that,
I saw an interview with the guy, and they're like, "Oh, how does it feel like you're taking Peter Parker's girl?" He was like, "Tom's a class act, like even with Zendaya, they were both professional."
He let me choke her, like class act, man.
Class act. So funny.
Oh man, yeah. I thought he would play a bigger role. I guess I'm kind of glad that he didn't. It would have been funny if like they made him into a villain, but that would have been a little bit cheesy. If that were the case. So many good moments in that film. Like I really loved the swinging with MJ, like after she told him that he doesn't love her. And that was funny too, because she was like, after all that, like, can I get a ride home? Like, I don't have my phone. Like, I don't even know how to like get home from here. Like, where are we?
Yeah.
That was so freaking sad. But also I loved the part where he got shot. Because I guess like in the best case scenario, like sometimes I'm usually like how you said you were, where it was like, oh, I know he's not going to die. But in that moment, I thought he was going to die. Like I really thought he was going to die. And that's when it hit me. And that's like what inspired me to make the video that I made, where I'm just like, I'm not ready to leave. I'm not ready to part ways with this version of Spider-Man. Like this guy has like given us so many like great moments. Like, obviously, was it No Way Home where the 3 Spider-Man was? I always forget the names because I'm just like dyslexic. The 3 Spider-Man moment, like top 5 moments in the theater of my life. Like the crowd was cheering. Like the kids had chicken jockey, we had this. Like that was crazy. When he first like showed up at the airport, like I know we all knew it was going to happen, but then to actually like see it, it was just like, oh, this is like so cool. Like, especially knowing like the legality of it, where it's just like Sony and Disney, like for so long, like couldn't get on the same page, to like include Spider-Man into the MCU. Like, I'm just like, damn, like this guy, like he didn't raise me because I was like a full grown adult when he came out, but like definitely pivotal years. Like my 20s aren't like, I still felt like, kid-like during certain parts of my 20s, and like he would bring me back to that, being a kid again, and like feeling that joy of just like being in this world. And when he was gone, I'm just like, damn. When I thought he was gone, I'm like, damn, I'm really gonna miss this guy. Like, I thought like my brother just got shot. Like I was like heavy breathing in the theater. I'm just like, no.
I'm gonna miss this guy. You wish you were MJ.
Yeah, like I should have kissed him. It should have been me.
It should have been me.
Yeah. So many good moments, but yeah, I could glaze all day, man.
Yeah. I think like this movie definitely is gonna grow over time for people that didn't like it. I think it's like it grows with each rewatch, I think, and Yeah, I think like amazing movie. I thought it was wonderful, beautiful, and yeah.
Yeah. A few more things though. The post credit scene. I don't know what the hell is going on there. I was thinking like I said, I don't know ball.
Yeah.
So in my head, I'm just like, maybe it's Venom. Like maybe he's like being registered as like a Spider-Man. But then everybody said it's not. Or not, nobody even mentioned Venom. So I'm like, okay, I was probably very off the ball.
What other guesses did you have?
Other people are saying that it's just Peter in space, like Tom Holland in space. Other people are saying it's Tobey Maguire. Those are the two main theories that I think I've been hearing.
Yeah, I think those are the main theories. I also heard like, Miles Morales, because it looked like the tracker from one of the films, I think.
I heard that too.
But no, I think it's most likely Tom, I think is the number one, where he's going to be in, there's a place called Battle World for Secret Wars, or the planet with Doomsday, where it could be Tobey Maguire. I think those are the two main contenders. And, yeah, we'll see what happens with that. They're notorious for sometimes showing post-credit scenes and nothing happening. But I think it's so closely tied to those movies, the next two Avengers movies, that I think it is teasing towards that. Because I think in No Way Home, we still have the Venom symbiote still trapped in Tom Holland's world. So, and we still haven't seen or heard anything about that. So...
Yeah. I know they teased that as well, like years ago, where it was like Venom in like a hotel room.
Yeah, and then he gets transported into the bar.
Yeah. So they gotta do something. I mean, I guess like you said, they notoriously don't always pay those moments off. That would be disappointing.
Yeah, like Harry Styles shows up as Thanos' brother at the end of Eternals. And everyone's like, yo, what the heck, Harry Styles? And yeah, he's Thanos' brother, who's like a strong character.
Yeah.
Never see him ever again.
I do remember this, actually. I remember this. But that's what confused me, though, because I thought that there were two Spider-Men on that tracker. I thought there was the one in Queens, but then there was also the one in space.
Well, there was a bunch of old tracks of Spider-Man.
Those are like old,
Queens.
like pinned locations.
So. Yeah,
gotcha. So that's what threw me off, because I was like, it looks like another Spider-Man. It looks like, but that makes sense. These are just like pinned locations. Shit, man. I mean, we still got to talk about House of Dragons. Maybe we save that for the Patreon. But I'm wondering if there's like anything we're leaving on the table right now with Spider-Man before we wrap the main.
Yeah, no, I think I've talked about everything. Like for me, yeah, I think the main thing was the trailer just revealed too much, but loved the emotional story. It was first relatable Tom Holland Spider-Man film for me. We talked about all the characters. We talked about the villain. Yeah, no. If we remember anything, maybe we'll talk about it on the Patreon. I think.
Is there anything that you wish you saw in the movie?
I do wish we kind of did get like a final fight. I know that's not fully fair to say, because
like a one-on-one.
And that's not fair to say because she's young. She doesn't know like how to fully use her powers. And also she's been fighting with Spider-Man the entire movie. If we think about it, like with the truck, with the old lady, with Scorpion, she was controlling Scorpion, with the Hand, with the Hulk, with the Punisher. So it's not fully fair to say.
the whole movie.
Exactly. It would have been cool to kind of get that final fight with her, but it doesn't make sense, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I could see that, and maybe visually wouldn't have like hit the same.
Yeah.
But
yeah, like my thing is, I wish we had a Spider-Man actual villain for the villain instead. But I'm still happy with this route because it makes sense. They needed a telepath. I think they really wanted to do that like switch and bait with the Zendaya scene. With the MJ scene. I think they really wanted to do them. They're like, how do we do this? Okay, we need a telepath. All right, well, we can introduce Jean Grey. Like, I think they reverse engineered that, to be honest.
Gotcha.
But
there was a moment where sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say there was a moment where I thought that Zendaya would play a villain, Just because of the way that she was dressed on the red carpet, people were like, "Oh, she's kind of like dressed up like kind of villain like."
Yeah.
But there was nothing really to back that. I just thought it would have been cool.
I also thought, yeah, with the dresses and stuff, people thought she was like gonna die or someone's gonna die. I think that would have been cool to see. Like, I think something would have landed a lot more if someone died.
Yeah. Who would you have wanted to die?
Low key, like MJ, I think.
Who?
Yeah.
Why are you trying to do this to me?
I think because, yeah, it's just like, I feel like that emotional. The reason why people love The Amazing Spider-Man 2 with Andrew Garfield is because Gwen died.
Okay, yeah.
That was the best part of the movie, which is like, it was so emotionally impactful. Like, people still are like, they showed homage to him in this movie too, where she's falling and then he has the two. He's like, okay, no, I'm not gonna copy Andrew. And then they also paid homage to it in No Way Home. So I think whether it's Ned or whether it's MJ, I think one of them, or at least in the next one, that shows like huge impact, and like he got everything he needed to say and stuff like that. So I don't know. I think that would have been very
I guess last thing I'll say, not really like much of a point, but definitely just something that I thought was very funny. I loved the moment where he was like, "Oh, you just don't want to fight the Hulk," to the Punisher, and he's like, "Yeah." And in the moment, I'm just like, "Oh, he pussy," but then I'm like, he actually doesn't have powers, so it makes a lot of sense. But yeah, great freaking movie, man. I'm really excited for just like what Marvel is gonna do next. Oh, and if I can give myself flowers, I said months ago on this podcast that Spider-Man solos Superman and Batman in terms of popularity, and we're seeing with the box office numbers, it's not even close.
Yeah,
and I don't know what the box office number were the box office numbers were for the last Batman movie, and I'm not shitting on those movies because I love those movies too.
Yeah,
but Spider-Man, I think, is the biggest superhero at the moment. I think it's not even close. Maybe that's not a hot take, but I definitely said that a while ago.
Yeah, it's not a hot take, but yeah, I think what you said, I said Batman and Superman were kind of close, and I think by numbers before this movie, it was like kind of close. In terms of like everything else, I think they just haven't had their peak movies, like big grand movies. I mean, Superman had, but what you said and the results of this movie, it's like completely true.
Yeah, and it's just the era. I think they've just been on a run. There's a lot of momentum, like it's been a 10-year build up to this moment, and they're not done, which is crazy. And it speaks to the money that Disney has, for sure. They have a lot of fucking money.
Yeah, and I think they did a phenomenal, and I said this, like, this is my first point. I think they did a phenomenal, but also not great job marketing this movie. Like, they just revealed too much for me.
Yeah.
But it worked in their favor.
It worked in their favor. Critically, it's doing well, I think, but it is mixed reviews, and that's what makes Spider-Man great, is that everybody has their favorites, and I think you're valid in any one, honestly. I don't think there is a bad Spider-Man, like they all like offered something different. I feel like if you're into the nostalgia, or you're like, Tobey's always gonna be the GOAT. If you're really into like the comic book accuracy, then you get Andrew Garfield, and then Tom kind of has like the grandiose, like the big stage and everything going for him, and like the cast, and he kind of like fits perfectly into all of that. So it's just phenomenal fucking character, man. Kudos to just like all the Spider-Man and just everything that they've given us, man.
Yeah, no, 100%. We're going to move on to the Patreon. A few topics we're going to talk about is House of the Dragon, Chainsmoker Cat. I'm going to talk about the convention that I just went to, Otakon, talk about some Hades. I also saw a rom-com movie recently that I definitely want to talk about. But yeah, join us on the Patreon if you guys want to. Appreciate you guys sticking with us, and let us know what you guys think about this Spider-Man Brand New Day movie.
Let's go.
All right. We'll talk to you guys next time.
Peace. All right. So,